What up, and welcome back to another episode of Gritty Knows Best, baby. That's right. That's right. That's right. Today, we got a great show in store for you. Mo is going to be telling us a little story about a return from lovers past that happened during the break. We're also going to be talking about the big Christmas special. I don't know why they're laughing right now, but they're all laughing, and I have no idea why. We're going to be talking about the big Christmas special, and we're going to be eating some Christmas treats because we got a week till Christmas, and we have more in store. So make sure that you stay tuned. But before any of that, let me introduce who we got with us tonight. A bunch of cackling fucking hyenas all laughing over there. All right, starting off with the first hyena. This guy sitting over there. Oh, there they are. The crows are descending upon Christmas trees everywhere. I see them on telephone poles because this guy is in the building. Some people call him Attempted Murder Mo. Some people call him Chromo. He's sitting there drinking his cranberry juice straight out the thing like he's trying to flush a kidney stone or something. I don't know what he's up to. Some people call him Crammo. I don't know. There's many names you can call this man. You could just call him Mo.
What's up, everybody? How y'all looking?
There he is.
What's up? What's up?
Got a nice story for us tonight, huh?
I do.
Right.
I'm ready.
And now, next is this guy. He is a YouTube legend, a current YouTube superstar, the greatest pop collector of all time. The artist formerly known as Simfuckus, Justin. Yeah.
What's going on?
With the do-rag under the Santa hat. Just how I like it. Just how I like it. And now, the person who's been causing the most turmoil during the preparation for this show. Show was supposed to start at 8 o'clock because of this person's schedule. But very unprofessionally, she was getting high and drunk before the show. And now we're starting the show at like 11 o'clock. And she is on cloud 9. She's lifted, but she's happy. She is... Everybody, it's the queen. Queen Stephanie is in the building. Yes. Wave. Everybody bow. Everyone bow. Love it. Love it. Smoking it down. She's feeling great. Wow. In the pitch black, if you're watching this on YouTube right now. I mean, what is this arrangement you have? This is atrocious.
I'm sitting on the couch.
You're sitting on the couch in the pitch black.
No, there's lights. You can see the lights.
Not really.
Pitch black.
I can see you.
We can see you, but I mean, it's bad. It's very bad. But the show must go on, okay? The show must go on.
What's going on?
Let's start off. Oh, there we go. We got some more light on Steph now. That's great. Looking all right. Now we got some light. That's what we call light. Not what you had before. The damn TV 40 feet away from you blinking. So during the break, a couple things went down. Nothing crazy, except for, of course, you know, Mo always got something going on.
I do.
As you know, before we went on break, a couple episodes before we went on break, Mo had a ex. You don't like it when I call her lover. What would you call her? An ex fling. Let's say an ex fling.
Oh, an old serious relationship.
No. I'm not talking about the story about to tell. Before we went on break, we talked about an old fling that was coming up to live with us in Utica, and we broke the news to Jay, and there was a whole thing about that. That's on last season. So now she is on her way up to Utica officially, correct?
Yeah.
So
what I know.
The old fling is on her way, and she may be going to the church, she didn't go to Thanksgiving dinner though, right?
Nah.
I was there. I didn't see her. So what did we come up with a name for this woman? Did we come up with a name?
Nah, great one.
Let's call her Bronx Girl. How about that? So Bronx Girl, is that a good, Mo? Is that too?
Yep, that's great to me.
So Bronx Girl's coming up. She's going to be living in Utica and maybe coming to church. But now Mo has another ex-lover. This is a real ex-lover. I'm going to let him explain the depth behind this. That is supposed to be coming, has come back and is also going to church. So church is going to be looking a lot more like Jerry Springer by the end of this year.
Oh yeah.
It's about to get crazy. So Mo, why don't you tell us what the hell is going on?
So you want me to tell them a little bit about the relationship? Well,
Well, I mean, give us the, it was 5
yes,
years.
I give you the summary. I was in a relationship to 5 to 6 years. When one that started when came up for college. We was together 5-6 years. I broke up with her last year, so I think I said this story a lot in the beginning of this show. But fast forward, we broke up. She moved to Europe, got pregnant, got married, and I thought that was the end of it. That was the beginning of my wild year that y'all heard all those episodes of me being on last year. So
going crazy.
Yep, more
Understandably, you just came out of a long relationship. You're gonna get a little crazy.
Yep, went a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
now you have the beautiful Jay. Now for those that don't know, who maybe you're just tuning in, he has his new girlfriend for how long now? 5 months?
8 months.
8 months. Damn, 8 months. And you love her. She's been on the show a few times. The wonderful Jasmine. So continue.
Yep. So I didn't think I was gonna see this girl for like mad long. I didn't think that
never again.
Never again. Maybe in 10 years, which I would have been fine with. But about 2 weeks ago, crazy enough, I'm a spiritual guy, but I had like a dream that I was gonna see her. But in that dream, I just shook her hand and just forgave her and moved on. And a few days later, the day before Sunday, church, Gritty's calling me. He's like, gotta tell you something. Pastor, gotta tell you something. So Pastor gets on the phone and they tell me, the girl that you broke up with a year ago, she's coming to church tomorrow.
Big news.
Yeah, so that happened, and she came to church mad late. I was like hearing the bell rings, like, oh man, it felt like it was causing me like some type of feeling.
The front doorbell. You're saying that when you're at the front doorbell, you knew she arrived.
Yeah, well, it was ringing a few times at the church. Mm-hmm. Downstairs. So, but I was with my girl and she was showing support and I just didn't feel comfortable seeing her. I didn't want to. I was like, I felt like some type of nudge at it. Like, yo, you didn't have to come to this church. She knew a lot of other churches. I felt some type of way about that. But I had support from my girl and that was good. And, we came in and dressed the way I always dress and looked fly and we looked good together. And
you did like a very presidential look. My man had the pea coat with the scarf, the suit.
Mm-hmm. Don't really know the reason why she showed up. Had theories. Then I let go of the theory, said, fuck it, who cares? But, my girlfriend and my ex met each other, which was interesting.
I stood right there. I saw the whole thing.
He stood right there. Gritty had thought that me and her was talking when he came outside.
I walked out and they were face to face. I thought that they were just like leaving. I thought they were just getting just finishing their conversation, and then I hear the awkward how's everything? And I'm like, uh-oh. So I kept walking, but I'm walking slow enough and close enough that I get to hear everything. But as I'm trying to listen, Jay walks out and now I'm talking to Jay, so I don't get to hear what they said.
Yeah. Jay just basically started walking, was gonna let whatever happen, but she decided to turn around and like a boss, she was like, "Hi, my name is so and so, and nice to meet you." And my ex was like, "Nice to meet you." And then Jazz was like, "I like your eyebrows," and my ex was like, "I love your hair." It was like, "I love your eyebrows, I love your hair," whatever. I was like, "Oh wow, this is happening." Then after that, she said bye and went over to talk to Gritty, and then me and her talked for a little bit, and she started asking me questions about myself, like what I was up to, how I am, and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm great. And and this is the ending. I was gonna, I thought about what I wanted to say, how I wanted to end the conversation. It was mad uncomfortable, but I said, you know what, fuck it. So I'm happy I'm happy that you got to do what you wanted to do and have what you want. Congratulations.
As in the marriage and kid?
Walk away. Yeah.
Oh, didn't you? Well, can I say this? You said something else.
I did.
What did you say?
I said, I'm glad you was able to, get married before having kids.
So should we not say why you said that?
Because so basically for the audience that me and my relationship ended based on like sex, right? So we was having sex for a long time, and we was going in this relationship, and I don't know, towards like the fifth or 4 year and a half mark, she doesn't want to have sex anymore based on God and everything else like that, which was really out of nowhere because, I'm like, I've been with you this whole time. Like, we're basically married, and like, why is sex this big deal for her? And basically, she wanted to like get married or not have sex until marriage. So the fact that I believe is that she, because of time period of her baby and all that, she had sex before marriage with this guy that she married. And yeah, so it's really like, yo, you broke it anyway. You broke up a relationship and did the same thing you was complaining about with somebody else anyway. So that was interesting. Now in my life.
So that was the last thing you said to her, and you haven't seen her since.
No, I haven't seen her since. Grady's the one I saw her last week.
I saw her last week, and
You
then
did?
yeah, I saw her. Yeah, I didn't know she was staying. So word on the street was that not only did she come to visit, but she's gonna be staying here. So now, Mo, what do you feel about that?
Honestly, don't care anymore. Like, honestly, I don't care anymore.
Hey, you shouldn't. You got Jay, and you're being a bigger person. You shouldn't care.
Yeah. I thought, you think about theories and all that shit like that, but then like the more I thought about it, the more I was like, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. Whatever. I don't know. I would never do the things in my perspective as a man. I would have thought that her husband would not feel comfortable with that. I don't know if he knows about me or whatever the case may be, but I just wouldn't feel comfortable with it. That's my opinion. I said the same thing to my girl. She laughed. We was like, yeah, that's true. And I don't think a woman would, a married woman would put herself in that position anyway either. Yeah. But I'm not in her mind.
Yeah, that's the thing though. If that's her hometown, I don't think that she should have avoided it altogether because you're there. That's giving yourself a little bit too big of a space in that town. I feel like if her family is from there and she has a home there, then it would make sense that eventually she would come back to see her family or to stay with her family for a little bit.
To go to the church.
Yeah, to come to the church. But that's her church. And when she comes back, that's her church. If that's the church that she went to, then that's the church she's going to come back to.
See, the thing is with that is that it's a boundary thing for me, right? So, you got out the relationship after a year. Give that some space, give that some time. Respect it. Because when it comes to church, before we went to this church, we was going to different churches. And there is a family member that goes to one church that she could have went to. I don't mind her coming. I didn't mind her visiting the church. That was not even my issue. My thing was like, okay, well, you said hi to everybody. You said what you had to do. You're showing up. That's fine. But it was uncomfortable for me that like you would even feel like you should continue coming and be a part of it. That when she has friends, it's funny because she has friends that go to these other churches, way more people that she knows in other churches that she used to go to. So I'm like, respectfully, you should be going to those. In my opinion, that was my thought process. Now I don't care, but that was my thought process until I got to the point of I don't care.
Yeah. The thing is that, like, I understand that it's uncomfortable for you because, of course, it's an ex or whatever, but I definitely don't think that her choices on church should have included you in any way, shape, or form. You both moved on. There should be no reason why she should not necessarily make you uncomfortable. It's okay that you're a little bit uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable the first time you see somebody that you haven't seen in a while and that you were in an intimate, serious relationship with. But like, it shouldn't make you so uncomfortable to the point of like, oh my God, like, why are you even here? Like, and I know that's not what you're saying either, but like, I'm just saying like, yeah, no, I don't think she should have thought about, hey, would he feel like I shouldn't go to this church? It's not your church.
Oh, it is my church. I mean, I own the church.
I mean, it's not your church. You don't own the church.
I don't own the church, but am a part of that church, and that came with a lot of problems, and she did cause a lot of problems for me and her at the end of the day. And there was there's a lot of things, inappropriate things and things that happened within the church that was embarrassing and other reasons. So, it's funny because to me, it's just for boundaries, just respect yourself. And even if that's true, we can look at it from that perspective, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the face of everything else like that. It's just too soon. And just respectfully, just space it out. Visiting is fine. I don't care, but I don't want to be around her presence at all. That's just the truth of it, and I don't, regardless of it, I still don't want to see your husband. I don't want to see your baby. I just don't feel that's uncomfortable. That's only a year.
So you care a little bit then. You say you don't care, so that means you care a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I'm like that part, yeah. At the time, now I have to just accept it. But at the time when I was telling you, I did. Like, that really bothered me. And that's what's in my head a lot. And that's what I was theorizing. Like, why would you do that? Why would you just bring your husband and your baby and all that stuff like that? That feels extra. And that was uncomfortable, because maybe, and this is just my perspective. I can only know what I would do. I just wouldn't do that to anybody. And I wouldn't put my partner in an awkward situation either.
I don't blame you.
I wouldn't put, like, if it was the other, like, when I thought about it in my head and flipped the situations, I wouldn't bring my current girlfriend or whoever to the place you were at. We just broke up. My thing is, I worry about the other person. You don't know what the other person's feeling. Maybe I'm just the type of person that I do consider other people's feelings, but I personally, I would think about the other person's feelings a little bit more. I would consider their mindset. I don't know if they, are healing. I don't know their situation. Maybe what my actions did or the problems that we had with each other are still healing, and I would rather have that space to say, what if I was still healing? And I am still healing. And that's the truth, right? At the end of the day, it takes a long time. That's a 5-6 year relationship. It's going to take a long time.
Understandable. Very understandable. And I told you that from the beginning, that we don't know how long it's going to take.
Real hard time to be like, I can't be like in a year, personally, a year. That's not enough time.
It feels like longer, but yeah, it's time. It feels like it's been longer than that, but it's only been a year. Maybe for me personally is a moral thing, and morally I feel like that's more selfish on her part. But I can't do anything about somebody else's mindset, because she can truly believe what you're saying, like what you're saying, Stephanie. She could be like, well, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And then we also take it into context of church and spirituality, and she's a person of God, and she's a person that reads the Bible, and the things I'm saying right now is exactly like the stuff that's in the Bible. Like, something happens between somebody, and whatever the case may be, give them some space, allow, separate yourself. Well, how much space do you think is necessary? Because maybe because everybody, you and her are two different people. How does she know when you're healed or not? Are you going to send her a memo?
That's very true, right? That's a really freaking good question.
Are you going to send her a text? I said, what are you going to send her a text? Like, healed. I'm healed.
The funny thing is, ironically, I think that for me, and what really helped me drop the thought about it or worrying about it, like in the way I was just explaining it, was the fact that once I saw her, and I, sometimes when you...
Stop playing with that thing, only because it's making noise on the thing.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Sometimes when you like really are healing and you have something new, like I have a new relationship, of course I know my relationship is better, but like, there was still lingering questions that happened. But like seeing my current partner and my old partner in the same space really made me appreciate my current partner to a whole nother level and respect her at a different level.
We like Jay.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then that just made me feel better about it. Like, you know what? I wasn't like, I didn't, whatever the case may be, I ended up better anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
in a better place. I ended up in a better place.
But do you think, I mean, how is she supposed to know when is the right time for you?
I don't think that matters, right?
I
But
mean, at a certain point,
at the point right now I'm at right now, it doesn't even matter.
It definitely does matter, because the thing is that you're saying that she didn't consider your feelings. How do you know that she didn't think that?
Well, at the time before she even came, she's here now, so it's nothing I can do.
I'm saying when,
No,
like,
I'm
when is
saying,
it? When do you
though,
think it
how
would be
would she have
appropriate?
known
Yeah.
that this would be stepping over the boundary? Because maybe this was enough time for her.
Yeah, for her, exactly.
Yeah,
for
but
her.
how is she
Right,
supposed
but
to know?
how would she know that you didn't have enough time? Was she supposed to hit you up and be like, "Hey, is this a good time for me to come through?"
That's a good question, though. Would you
That
have?
is a
What would
really
you
good-
have
that's a
done?
good
Would you?
question if we think
Would you
about
have
it like that.
appreciated in hindsight? Would you have Would you even answered? You would be honest. What would you even answered
Yes.
if she texted you and told you, "I'm coming to
Yes.
church," whatever,
Yes.
whatever? What would you have said?
If she had did that, I would actually say thank you for considering my feelings in the situation. Highly appreciate it. And I actually would have, if in a perfect world, if somebody did that for me, that would feel good. I would feel comfortable as like a man in a situation and just be like, you know what? Thank you for considering my feelings about it, because I would.
Okay, so you think that might have been a better approach?
And here's the thing is like, I've been with her 5-6 years. She knows how I think. I know, like, I'm very familiar with her thought process. But my thing always in our relationship was like telling her, like, my biggest thing is you don't consider my feelings and things. Like, it's about how you feel and what you get and how you think. And, you force your actions on other people instead of thinking like, they want things too, So that was always her weakness. So, but that's the part. That's what this is partly what she's done before. You know what I'm saying? So
You're saying this. You feel like this action is in the same vein as past decisions.
yes, exactly.
So you think this was out of spite? So you think this was out of spite?
I don't know. That's why I went to the point in my head where I was like, I need to let that go.
So you're just gonna forget about any thoughts you have, which I think you should. I don't think it should matter.
Yeah.
I don't think it should matter. What, even if it was, who cares?
Yeah,
You're doing
exactly.
fine.
I think exactly. I think in my consideration, like at the point where it was, that thought process was needed for that point. But like when I really could sit down and thought about the situation, about her coming, I was like, I'll continue coming. Like when you said that she was there last week, and I was like, I thought about it, and I think I said it to you on the phone. I was like, you know what? I don't even really care. Like, thought about it for a quick second. I was like, is it really affecting me like that? You know what I'm saying? Because it's her actions. Like, she can show. I don't even need to worry about her actions. Because she shows her own personality. If she makes herself look bad, she makes herself look bad. If whatever her intentions are, they will come to light, whether they're good or bad, right? On their own, without me doing anything.
So are you gonna continue to go, and everything's gonna resume as normal?
Yeah.
Do you think if there's like a church function, you're gonna talk to her?
It's not the same. It's not the same church she loves.
No, I'm talking about. You let me finish my question. If there's a church function, are you gonna be able to congregate with her and talk to her? Or are you just gonna ignore her?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Actually, I don't know that far ahead of like how I would even interact with her. I don't know my interaction mindset with her.
It'll definitely be awkward.
I didn't even think about that.
It'll definitely be awkward. I feel for you.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely feel for you on this situation. It's not easy, but I'm not a church going guy, and I'm going to give Stephanie credit here because I did tell you this before. At the end of the day, church is a place where everybody could go.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a private thing. We don't own that church.
Actually, it's funny that you say that because I was just talking to somebody that was that goes to church heavily. And the Bible actually talks about if there is a problem in a member, like say there's a member in a church and they are, giving up their tithes, they've been a part of the community and stuff like that, and two members are having an issue and there is a problem happening, a pastor, the leadership can ask a member like, hey, like you're causing problems, or our church energy is off and
but
stuff
is
like that.
she causing a problem? She's only causing a problem with one person.
Like,
and it's not a blatant problem though.
That is a thing that could happen.
It's not a blatant problem.
No, it's not a blame
She
problem.
didn't steal. She didn't do anything to the
It has
church.
appeared as a blame problem because no one has made it a problem. I haven't made it a problem, and I don't plan on making it.
Right. So at the end of the day, my thought was church is normally a place where everybody's supposed to come at the end of the day. And you put together, it's like if you go to school, with the person you break up with, you can't stop going to school. You got to go get your damn degree.
Well, you can start going to a church. You can
But church for church going people is like that, is what I'm saying. It's the same thing where it's like, especially when I told you, most likely she's going to be coming back to that church because that's what she knows.
And
so it's not a surprise.
Part of it, that's your interpretation. That's not true.
Wasn't she there for years?
No, that's your actual misconception of it is that she was there for years.
As long as I know her, she was there.
No, she has not. She's only been in that church like 3. It's not. Yeah.
How many? She's only been in church how many times?
Like 3 years. Yeah.
3 years is a long time.
3. You're not understanding. 3 years between multiple churches. It's not like her home church.
But how are we supposed to say who she feels like is her home church?
Because she said it before. She didn't consider the church to home. Like I'm trying to like also say things to keep face for her as well in a weird way, but like that's not like you're not understanding. There's details and information I have that y'all don't have. That's what I'm saying. Like part of it is that to me, that's why it came off like that to me because it was like I know what you used to think about this. I know how you felt about this. You didn't want to be here anymore. You actually felt this way about the church. You actually felt this way about the people. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Well, at the end of the day, nobody's going to do anything to stop it. It is what it is. I don't think anybody should stop it as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a place where you got to go and everybody, it's like you take an hour out of your day and you put things aside. Nobody has to actually congregate, just like I'm saying. Nobody's forcing anybody. Nobody's forcing anybody to actually talk to you, to talk to them. If that was the case, if something happened where they're like, oh, you guys should really sit down and hash it out, it should be a thing, then no. Then this should be a problem. But at the end of the day, anybody can always take their own corner. And I understand though, I'm not taking away your part. I agree with you already, so I don't think it needs to be said that this is an awkward situation that, awkward for me to talk to. I'm just like, okay, like, I don't really want to get that close. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, okay, like, very cordial. But I'm just looking at the other side of the spectrum, that church should be a place where everybody could go. I mean, there's exceptions for misdeeds that were done. I feel like this was very personal. And at the end of the day, it's almost like business. If you go to work, if you have to work, you got to go to work. And a lot of people view church the same as work and school. It's like an obligation. So it's serious, but it's also not as serious.
One of the interesting part is that, like, and you said it yourself, you're not a church goer. So, maybe people don't realize this. But if you go to a church for a long time, there is a culture, like there is a mindset and culture that you need to experience and and you want to experience when you go to church. And a lot of that is that, like you said, it's a community base, right? So and then you haven't been here when a church was like this, when our church was like this, but there was a time where, you could feel a split energy, a negative energy, when there was problems because we are a small church.
Between you two.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it caused, a little bit of extraness that didn't need to be there at the time. But church is a place that you want to come in and you want everybody to feel welcome and you want to be able to everybody to talk to each other. And it's actually like something that if you, we say it every Sunday, like the first commandment is love thy neighbor, right? So, and that really means love thy neighbor regardless.
Well, the good thing is at this time, most likely the split was happening because you two were together. So that was a lot of heat coming from you guys as a couple, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're not a couple. So basically that shouldn't be happening. Like there shouldn't be that heat coming from you guys because you guys shouldn't even be together. If I were you, I wouldn't. I would stay as far away as I could.
Yeah.
And if it's up to you if you want to keep it cordial or not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I would do in a situation like you. I don't know what I would do in your situation, so I can't speak exactly how I would react. I could imagine feeling very awkward though.
Yep.
I can imagine having many of the same feelings you feel, but at the end of the day, it's like. It is what it is. So you are just you're gonna continue to go, and you don't know if you're gonna be cordial
I have
with her yet.
I have no idea in interaction. Just keep to myself. Do what I have to do.
Okay.
That's it, Mo. That's what you do.
That's a fact. To me.
Like I said, you be the bigger person. Treat it like a business.
That's right. Treat it like a business. You go in there, you get in there, you're done. But I understand, to wrap this up, I do understand that also you are very involved in the church. You're not just a member. You're like very involved in the back end of the church. So I can also see your concern that, let's say she also takes those roles. Now you have to see more of her. So I do give you that as well. That's going to be hard. I can see that. I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Bless you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Mo.
That's good, brother Mo.
Did we hit all the points on that one?
Yeah.
We'll just have to see where it goes. Oh, so how does it gonna feel if now you got this one and now you got the other girl coming in at the same time? Everybody's in church now.
Yeah, the Bronx girl.
How's that gonna feel?
I don't actually care.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't really care at the moment.
And it's not confirmed that she's going or not.
Yeah.
Is it or
like,
no?
I don't care.
Is it confirmed that she's going? I thought she was.
It's not confirmed. Well, she said she would like to go. That was months ago.
Okay, so we don't know for a fact, but she is coming up
I
here.
don't know for a fact. I just know she's coming up. I didn't think about church stuff.
And shout out to her.
I will keep an eye out on that one.
Shout out to her.
Cool person. I don't know.
I think we've said it all in this situation.
We've said it all.
As you can see, we are wearing our Christmas hats, besides Stephanie, but Stephanie has a Christmas tree behind her. Because it is the Christmas season, and we just dropped our big Christmas special, which was our return. We have returned, like the prodigal son. Get the lamb. Let's go. And the Christmas special, in my mind, at first, I didn't like it at first. But then again, I don't like any of the shows.
You don't
basically.
like any of the shows.
Maybe the shows, maybe if I just wasn't on a show, I'd probably like that one. But then I also have a lot of critiques about it. So I don't know. At first, I didn't like the show because to me, I thought Twisted Santa was a little whack. I think I didn't know. I don't know if I don't want to say I phoned it in, but I thought that in hindsight, I thought of better gifts later. I think I was focusing more on the entire show and not on my specific role in Twisted Santa. I thought my gift was good, but then I also didn't think that you and Jay could put it to use. Like, I just didn't kind of put that together. If you don't know, what did I get you, Mo?
You got me a kitten. Should I show it?
Yeah, show it. I got you a kitten choker.
Kitten choker.
I got you a ball gag with a penis on the other end of it.
Yeah, this is not a bad gift.
Yeah, and I got you.
And the mask.
I got you the cat mask, and then I also got you a piss scented candle that didn't come, which
Never
sucks.
came.
And I really wanted you to smell that. So, how did
I tried to
Jay?
tell you that he was gonna use it. I tried to tell you.
Stephanie,
Sure, listen.
let's see your beautiful face. What's going on?
Hold on. I'm
What are you
in the
doing
middle
over
of
there?
rearranging
Your workspace over there?
my life. Yeah.
Okay. So, Mo, how did Jay react to these gifts?
She giggled.
She dug them?
She giggled.
Yeah, she giggled.
Oh, I thought you said she dig them. She dug them. And
she
have
does
you
dig-
two put these to use at all yet?
Nope.
No, not yet. Did she feel? Did you have a conversation about
Any
No.
plans?
No conversation. I like my relationship because we don't have to talk about anything. It just happen.
Oh, so basically, it's gonna go down. You just
It
know it.
happens when it happens.
It happens when it happens. I like that, Justin. That's exactly.
There's a lot that happen.
So you just
Who
know
knows?
it's
I
gonna
may
go
be
down.
like really drunk one day and just be like, "That's cool." Right now.
Now, how will you? Do you think you will actually use the ball? Like, how are you gonna use that ball gag penis? Is she gonna peg you with that from her mouth? That's how I pictured it.
Oh wow, that's the same image I had.
Well, see, wait, you would do that?
No, I just had to think.
I was about to say human centipede. Gonna be looking like a human centipede style.
I know, right?
It's like, why is there a penis on this? Who's this penis for? That's what I kept thinking about.
Or are you just gonna put the ball gag in your mouth and fuck her with the dildo?
Why
That,
not?
that doesn't seem like. I mean, you have a dick already, so
Yeah,
necessary?
exactly. Well, I mean, it sounds great because the hands are free.
that's true. I mean, your hands are free with your dick, though.
But when you're in there and you try to play with a vagina when you're in there already, it can get hard to do.
Okay, so
It can get hard
no
to do.
ball gag in your ass though.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm a dom.
Do you think
True.
will you be wearing the mask or will she be wearing the mask?
I will wear the mask because I know it's not.
Will you will wear the choker as well?
She can wear a choker.
So what happened with Justin's gifts? Justin ended up coming up empty-handed. You said that Justin showed well hold on. You said what you got, Justin, and you said one of them came late, and now it arrived. Justin, your Twisted Secret Santa gift has arrived, which is what?
I got a penis mug. You want me to show it on camera?
Show it off.
Show it off.
So this is one gift that has arrived. It was
So
penis mug.
You guys can see it's all different penises. It's like a sack, a Santa Claus beard.
Christmas hat.
And it was funny because before we recorded a Christmas special, I was just telling Mo, you know, I've done a Christmas mug. He was like, yeah, you should get one.
Meanwhile,
I
he's
did
getting
say
you
that,
one.
but it was funny because I already had the order at the month already before.
Now, did you think that was a twisted gift, though? I don't think that was a twisted gift.
I don't think so because obviously I'm using
I think
it.
this falls right around the same league as the gift you got me last time, where we just liked it.
Yeah. It was funny because when he brought the mug thing, I didn't think he would like it just because I'm like, I forgot he collected the mugs for a second.
Yeah.
And damn, when he said like, oh, mug, I was like, damn, he actually might like it.
Should have got him a
'Cause
penis he could drink
I
out
was
of.
thinking about like, would he be embarrassed if anybody came in the room and like saw just a penis thing? Like, I wanted to know if that feeling.
You
That's
could
what I
have
was
found like
thinking
a penis cup that had like a straw coming out of the dick hole or something. That might have been a superior gift.
That would have been a superior gift. I couldn't find anything like that.
And then what happened with the other gift now? You were telling
The
me
other
in the
gift
car
is
to Ithaca.
Because this was all because Jay has the my card information on her phone and everything else like that. And sometimes when I need something, she goes through her Amazon, her stuff real quick. And she's a faster shopper. So I thought I could use her to get these gifts out fast. Nope. One got sent out and then she never ordered the other one.
Wow.
I ordered the other one.
I was kicking the postman. I ate it. If you guys don't know, it's a chocolate dick pop.
Right, you got a chocolate dip, which I also think wasn't twisted, but
Yeah, that's not twisted. Because Paul's, but I would eat that.
yeah, you can melt that, cut it up.
Yeah.
He would eat that. He'd probably eat that straight.
Nah, I thought he would eat it. I thought like we would try to get him to eat it on a
On
show
camera?
like we did.
Would you have ate it on
Yeah.
camera, Justin?
What? I would eat it on camera.
That's
Okay.
what I was trying.
Listen,
That was the occasion because we couldn't get Dre to do the lollipop. So I thought, hey, let's see if we can get Justin.
Yeah.
That was my mindset on it.
you guys know me. It's hard for me to feel embarrassed. I mean, come on.
I wanted to find the one thing, but it didn't work.
So those are the two gifts you got him.
Yep, those are 2 gifts I got him.
Well, if you didn't know, well, that's why I felt like this year's episode wasn't that great. I was like, well, Twisted Secret Santa kind of sucked. I feel like we dropped the ball a little bit on that, but people seem to like it, so it is what it is. Somebody that didn't drop the ball though was Stephanie's future husband, Dre, because he won Twisted Secret Santa this year. We're not gonna talk about all the gifts. I mean, you can see what Justin gave Dre. You can go and check it out on the special yourself. But Dre gave me, what's that shit called? California Reaper peppers, which I was not eating on that show. There was no possible way I was not. So he won kind of just for that because he gave me something that I would not. I opted out immediately as soon as I saw it. I was not gonna do that. Thank God that VAT19 put his address and everything, and for some reason the contents of the box on the box, so I didn't even really need to open it. Yeah, it was the Lord warning me. Thank you, God. And he also got me I don't have it on me right now. It's in the closet, but I knew he was gonna get me that fart porn. Once I saw the DVD, I was like, this gotta be Dre, and it's gotta be a fart porn. So he definitely won for that. I will be watching that on the 6-hour special this year or next year. Also, what Dre got me, Stephanie, please report to the camera, because Dre got me something that wasn't twisted, so this didn't count as a twisted gift, but man, was this a great gift. A voodoo doll with my freaking face on it. This is amazing.
It is.
This is one of the best gifts I have ever gotten in my entire life. I brought this to me on the trip to Ithaca with Mo and Pastor, which we will be discussing later on in the show. This is amazing. Stephanie, are you back in your room?
Yes.
What is with the constant maneuvering?
He is teleporting all over the place.
The Christmas. I'm gonna be under the Christmas tree. And I'm gonna be on the couch. I'm gonna be on the kitchen. Are you settled?
Because my iPad was dying, so I couldn't stay over there.
Okay.
I was comfortable and then it fucked it up.
How are you feeling, Steph? You still feeling a little lifted?
I'm chilling, you know.
You're just vibing out?
Just
Okay.
vibing.
What do you think about this? Now, Stephanie wasn't supposed to see this till today, but then I didn't even think about it. I posted on Instagram and she saw it. I didn't even think you looked at Instagram, so I didn't even think about it. What do you think about your future husband's gifts?
I love them.
Did you help him pick these out?
No, but I heard him.
He was like giving you the details on everything that was going on?
Mm-hmm.
Drayster. That's the best.
I thought it was a good idea.
You thought this voodoo doll was a good idea?
I didn't hear about that one.
Oh,
But that's funny.
You didn't know about that? Yeah, this is a good idea in like a gift theory, but not like in a twisted gift way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The other ones, though, tell me about them. I did give him an idea, but he didn't use my idea.
Can you tell the idea?
Save
You don't
it
want
for next
because
year.
he's saying he's doing it for next year? Oh my god. This guy has 50,000 ideas. 50,000 ideas and he rushed his last gift, which was actually a good one. I can't lie about that.
Save it for next year.
Save it for next year. Well, you do know, Stephanie, Dre did give a little message for you on that show. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, a little message. Let's hear what
I'm
Dre
gonna
had.
be right back.
Let's hear what Drayster had to say. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Does anybody have anything else you want to say?
I want to say something.
Say it.
Stephanie, you listening?
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
you.
Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, okay. You better not ask her to marry you on the show.
Oh, hell no.
I think you about to say, Stephanie, would you be my wife?
No, all right.
I was about to
Nah,
be
I
like,
just wanted to say.
get the fuck out of here. Say it again.
I just
'cause
wanted
I
to
cut you off.
I just wanted to shout out Stephanie and
Say
tell
it
her I
again.
love her. If you listen to Stephanie, I love you. I just wanted to shout you out
Wow.
and say I love you.
Wow, we love to see that.
And
We love to see that.
You've been on the show a lot this year, taking my place for the show. Well, not even taking my place because you have your own place. That was rude of me to say. But, you've been on the show a lot this year, and I just want to say I appreciate you, and you're an amazing girl, and I love you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Very romantic. Gotta respect it.
I think those allergies are kicking in right now. There's pollen somewhere around here. Wow. Oh my
so
God.
cute.
And then we go, and then the best part about that was the juxtaposition when Mo goes, yeah, I got a shout out too. And we're like, okay, it's about to get real lovey dovey in here. And he just goes, yeah, shout out to the fans. Shout out to everybody listening. We're just like, well, you want to say anything about Jay? Nah. It's like, okay. Very interesting. Stephanie, what do you think about that message? You have a response?
That was very sweet. I love it.
I love how he
I
says
also love
that he
him
can't
a
take your place because, I mean, honestly, you were on the show way more than him this whole time. But Dre's working hard to put food on the family table. You guys are going to get a house soon, right? House, baby, car, all that stuff soon?
I think you're going a little too loud.
When are we going to get him? When are we going to get a proposal? When are we going to get that? Because, I shouted out a few people that had made some babies and were proposing, and I was really hoping that Dre would get there in time for me to put him on the list, but he didn't. What's going on?
You gotta ask him. I don't know. I'm
So
not the one.
So, well, you are the one.
Like, I'm not proposing to him. So, like,
You would never propose to Dre?
never.
What if Dre waited what if like say 5 years from now he hasn't proposed? What would you
I
do?
told him that if he doesn't propose by 4 years, he's out of his mind.
Okay. So you have a 4-year limit. So we know it's gonna happen in the next 4 years.
I mean, I told him that it better.
Oh, okay. And how would you like to be proposed to? What is the dream proposal to you?
I would like for him to do it in whatever way.
No. No, don't give me that shit. You have a dream proposal. She wants to do it however he wants. Yeah, okay. How do you picture it? Come on.
I don't. Like, I
Paint.
really don't know.
It's Christmas. We need to hear the love. We need to hear the romance. Paint the picture. Dre's in there. You'll suffer for us. How do you want it done?
You know, your imitation of him is absolute trash.
That is get the hell out of here.
Then what are you talking about?
That's your
He does
man.
not sound like that.
That's
He
your
does
man
not
right
sound
there.
Like
That's exactly how he sounds.
no.
Steph is always
Negative.
Will he be shirtless during the proposal as usual?
Oiled
No.
up.
Do you want a proposal in front of many people? Do you want a proposal in front of 0 people? I mean, you have to have some qualifications for this.
You
I know
have
you
to
do.
have fantasized about it.
Yeah. What are your fantasies? Tell us now.
The thing is that, like, I really don't have a clear picture of what I would want it to look like. Like, I've seen so many different types of proposals. I think they're just all so beautiful. Like, I mean, of course, we've seen terrible proposals.
What if he does it at a
but,
chicken
like,
spot in the Bronx?
No, then I've seen.
Okay, so we
I mean,
have
like,
something you don't want.
All right,
no, like, I
Stephanie.
want it to be like in a romantic place, of
Okay,
course.
okay. So you don't want it in because my friend wanted it done like in her apartment, like just very quiet, and she got
But
the
I
way
could
she
also
wanted.
do that. But I just don't want it to be at like no McDonald's or nothing crazy like that. You know, like no chicken spot, no McDonald's, no nothing like
Not
that.
at a chili cheesesteak spot. Not
Applebee's.
at a bodega.
No bodega.
No bodega.
What about?
I just saw a proposal today, right? And it was really cute. And it was like, so when she just got home, they had just purchased their house and stuff. And she got home and he had like a whole like passageway of candles and he wrote like, "Will you marry me?" on like the wall or something. It was like beautiful. They
So
had
you
like
want
a
it like that?
whole
Is
like
that what
bouquet of
you're- is
roses
that what you're
all
thinking
over
about?
the room. Like, it was so pretty. So like something like that, that's so cute.
Wow. Okay. Will you be
so,
seeing Dre for
yeah.
Christmas?
Yeah, it will be.
Oh, maybe we'll get a gift. I mean, I don't know anything. I don't know. Mo, you know
I don't-
anything?
I don't
I don't know
think he's
anything that's going
proposing.
on. I don't
I would
know.
hope not. I don't think he has enough money to get me a ring.
He might. He's been working very hard
Right.
lately. He's been bringing home a lot of bacon lately.
Yep,
Let me tell you that right now. There might be a
Rings are
ring.
like $10,000.
Every kiss begins with Dre. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing.
I don't know that he has $10,000.
You don't know that. You
So does
don't know that.
anybody have any
Wait,
thoughts about
$10,000 for what?
for the ring? Dre got
For a
10K.
ring.
Dre's been making mad bread, bro.
Wait, why $10,000? That's the price that the ring has to be?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Is that the price? So wait. So that means you do have a I was about to move on. So that means you do got a qualification. You can't just.
Not
So you're
$10,000.
saying
It doesn't have
he
to be
can't be
$10,000.
rolling in with no 5K, no 2K.
no.
Ah, so we got a qualification now. She said that shit
Is
needs
this
to be
ring- is this
10
ring in season or
grand.
out of season?
No, listen. First of all, it doesn't have to be $10,000.
Mhm.
But I did tell him like how I like the ring to be.
Can the
So you like it
engagement-
$10,000 worth of diamonds?
Can,
Right,
the
right.
I don't
engage-
know.
can the engagement ring be a little bit lower than the actual marriage ring? Because that's two rings.
I just want it to be pretty.
Okay, so you want the main ring?
What if
that-
he got you a very pretty ring? It was totally fake though.
No, I don't want.
Also,
fake
there's a qualification. It can't be fake.
No
You
fake.
can-
No fake ring. You just said it can't. It has to be pretty. You didn't say pretty and real.
Okay, well, it needs to be pretty and it needs to be real.
And it has to be 10 grand.
Real 10K.
10 grand.
It doesn't
Romantic
have to be
setting.
10
Now
grand,
we're
though.
getting to the
But
bottom
what
of
it
things.
does have to be is around like 2 to 3 carats.
Okay. How much does that come out to? I don't
That's
know.
not too bad.
I don't know nothing about carrots.
Too bad. That's actually not too bad, especially if he does like out of season instead of like in season.
Yeah.
Ring.
I don't need it to be in season. I just need it to be a pretty ring.
Yeah.
That's real. That's over 10K. That's around
You know what's
10K.
funny?
10 grand.
You know, diamonds are like so high, but they're not actually the most valuable like stones. It's just what
Mhm.
it's very interesting about like gemstones are more valuable. There's way more valuable than diamonds, but like they just sell.
They have a lot of creative wedding rings now. They make some out of wood with different kind of like different
Oh, that's
materials.
cool.
That's ugly.
They make a lot of. Well, that's more for guys. Like the guy will get
Yeah.
the wood ring, and the
I
lady will
would,
get
yeah.
something
If
else.
it's some strong ass rare
They
wood,
got it like fucking bullhorn.
wood from a cherry blossom tree, that would be cool.
Wow, look at you, very specific.
Right, right.
Sounds like Mo got more qualifications than
Mo.
Stephanie.
I know, right?
Oh no, I have like an idea for a wedding and all that stuff. So
Oh, whoa! We got ideas for weddings. What's
Are you
going
guys
on with
getting
you?
married?
Yeah, let's not get Mo in trouble.
No. Let's talk. We're just talking.
Nah,
We're just shooting
I
the shit.
definitely think about it. So, yeah.
Well, he said that on the show already that he would. He said on the show that he would marry her. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I've thought about it more recently.
Oh, like there's been the urge to
Yeah.
maybe you want to go ring shopping, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Stephanie, come on, we're going on a field
Oh,
trip.
soon.
Yeah.
I don't think like in this year. So maybe
Well, the
next
year's
year.
almost up, so I mean next year.
Maybe next year or like
Next
going
year's right around the
towards-
corner, baby.
Oh, 2022?
Yeah, we gotta get a wedding. Somebody needs to get married. We need those. We need that wedding vlog. We need that wedding vlog, the wedding podcast. Somebody hurry up.
Wedding content.
Yep, we need the. Oh, she's having a baby now. We need all that. We need all that clickbait shit.
Right.
Okay, wait, but I want to hear what he was saying. So come on, Maurice, keep talking.
What do you want to hear?
Yeah, he was done.
Everything. No,
Okay.
he was
That's everything.
talking,
What-
so-
Everything.
He wasn't talking anymore. What do you?
Yes, he was. He
What
was
do you
still
want?
talking.
What do
He
you?
was
Well,
talking
he
over him.
can't. He can't give his ideas on how he's gonna propose because Jay does listen to the
he
show.
shouldn't give his like. Well, does she listen to the show?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, she'll listen to it once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she might land on this.
Oh, okay.
And it's vacation, so she might have to go. She may go back.
We don't want
Gotcha.
her. We don't want her digging around and
Okay.
finding out there's gonna be fireworks.
Okay, but one thing that you can definitely talk about is, do you like? Because you guys have to talk about like your wedding, so it's about what you guys want together. How would you want your wedding to be?
Will you release a bunch of crows instead of doves?
Because I asked her that question towards the beginning. That was like my pinpoint in my relationship. It was like if she says she doesn't want to get married, I can't date her. So, but she was like, yeah, like I was like, do you want small, medium, or large? And she was like, small, medium.
What is it, McDonald's?
Nah, that makes perfect sense. Ask
No,
me
it
like
makes sense. It makes sense. 100%. You have to know that.
What do you mean McDonald's? Like, it makes perfect sense.
No,
I know that you don't know what a medium size wedding.
just the way you said it.
Yeah, it's just like you're talking about fries. Small, medium, and large.
Yeah, I don't
What
know
did she
Listen,
pick?
I'm
Small
gonna be
fries,
really
medium
random for a
fries?
second, but this has been really bothering me the whole time. I've been looking at your hat, Maurice. It's
Mhm.
square. Why is it square?
That's so random. Is that the same hat from
Like,
last
why
year?
is it-
No,
why
I
is
didn't.
it around your
Oh.
head and it's square.
It's square.
Mo got a square head.
Do you
Maybe
see
that's-
it?
Momo square hat.
Yeah.
Momo square head.
You see it, right? It's square.
It's a Yankee. I didn't even realize it was a Yankee hat.
Yeah.
I was just so confused.
Okay, now he's just gonna cover
Everybody
his face
else's hat
with
is
it. Now he's gonna
round, and
suffocate
his
his
is
damn
just so
self.
square.
Mo got a square head.
Well, listen, I have a unique Santa hat. Mo has a unique. They're very nice.
No,
They're
listen,
unique.
it was just a shape. It was.
Where
just
is your
throwing me
Santa
off.
hat?
I was
Everybody
confused.
is
I
following
wasn't sure
dress
if it
code
was,
today.
like, stiff
Where's
in
yours?
place, that it was square or what?
Where's your hat, Stephanie? Everybody's following dress code today.
My mom has mine stocked away somewhere.
It's Christmas. It's
I'm
time.
wearing flannel though.
Flannel.
Shut up.
That's very Christmas.
Flannel's not Christmas. That's lumberjack.
Yes, it is.
Lumberjack.
You about to go cut down a fucking tree.
No, I
Not
don't.
Christmas.
I know it's very Christmas. I had a lot of
It is.
it.
It's not grima.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
But
want.
yeah,
Will you be
idea.
releasing crows instead of doves at the wedding though? Will she allow that?
I don't know. I never
No.
asked.
And the crows will just kill everybody?
I don't think that would be a good idea. I think
Nah,
I
crows
think the doves are prettier.
I don't know why you giving them a bad rep like
Yeah,
that.
but he's the crow.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
he's the
a bad
crow.
rep. It's just that doves are prettier.
But he's the
But he's the crow.
I understand.
They're getting pissed.
Maybe I just get one crow and have him like hold my rein.
One crow and a dove. That's it. That'll signify you and her.
Yeah,
Two crows,
exactly.
a crow and a dove. Boom, done. That sounds
And then
amazing.
Maybe
The
they'll have
crow,
two.
crow might kill the dove, you know.
Fucking peck the dove out of the air. Does anybody have any final thoughts on the Christmas special?
That was
Why
great.
not?
And I'm glad everybody loved it.
Yeah, I'm really glad you guys liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I like the other segments more
Hmm
than the Twisted Santa
Thank you.
because it was really good. You don't give it enough credit.
He doesn't give anyone enough credit.
No,
Shut
it's
up.
better than
Self enough credit.
Shut up. I heard that too much. I heard that too much this week.
And also, can we go back to
Stop. That's what you
Stephanie
sounded.
really quick?
I didn't do that, Stephanie.
Stephanie, what did you do? If Dre looked in and threw the ring at you.
Yeah, what if he said like, "Oh, here, you want to marry me? Here."
I'll be quiet. I'll be like, why are you throwing it at me?
No, not like through, but he's like kind of like shut, like, "Here, do it. Yeah, you want to marry me? Come on." What would you do? In front of everybody.
Upset.
In front of everybody.
I would be upset.
Would you marry him? Because that's what my uncle
No.
did. That's what my
I
uncle
would tell
did.
him no.
My uncle did this on Christmas. It was crazy.
Yeah, and I would tell him
It
no.
was madness.
And I would tell him to try again.
Oh, at least you like, you wouldn't crucify him for that.
Say, fuck you. Goodbye.
Bye, bitch. All right. Christmas special was great.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it. Thank you for all the calls and the texts and the this and that, the letters about it. It was great. And now Stephanie's giving us a sign that it is time. It is time to eat. It is time to do a little bit of taste testing. We got some. What the hell is that, Stephanie? Oh, you started early?
Hershey bar.
I was like, what kind?
It's a cookies and cream
Cookies
Hershey
and
bar.
cream.
I really want another one. I wish I had a bigger one of this.
Well, we got other things.
I used to eat those all the time as a kid.
I feel like I'm
It's so
forgetting something that I was
good.
supposed
They
to say. I feel like I'm forgetting something about the Christmas special, but maybe we'll get to it later. Me and Mo also have to talk about our trip to Ithaca. That's going to come after this taste test. Stephanie will be leaving us after the taste test. Don't give me the no. I've already said you're leaving. I know. This is segment 3. I know. So let's get into this taste test. What do we have with us tonight? Well, we have the gingerbread Oreos, very much in the
Oh
Christmas.
no, I didn't get to try that.
No, yeah, I didn't get to send it to you because the day I went to send them, they didn't have them in the store anymore.
Oh.
So, boom. We also have, some of us have, well, Mo doesn't have the Oreos either because I couldn't find them for him. But we also have the peppermint Hershey Kisses that me and Stephanie have. Mo and Justin do not. But,
Oh no, Hershey.
yeah, we don't have them. But we all do have, right? With it, we all have this. The gingerbread Kit Kats. We're going to be trying that.
I got the mint Kit Kat.
You got a mint Kit Kat as well that we all have. And last but certainly not least, everybody knows that we like Chamberlain coffee in this group. We don't drink it that much because it'll give us heart attacks. But
Especially
we
me.
drink it from time to time. Send Justin right to the hospital.
Yep.
So on Black Friday, they released their new, you know that we love the Chamberlain coffee bar. Well, they released a new dark chocolate espresso bar.
Let's go.
I'm excited for it.
They released a
I
dark
love-
chocolate espresso bar
I
right here.
love
See
dark
that?
chocolate.
And we are going to try all of this right freaking now. So let's try the Oreos first.
Let's do the coffee first.
No, that's last. That's last.
I wanted to do that first to get the dark chocolate out of my mouth.
No, we don't want to do. No. We do that last. We do it last. All right. So who has Oreos again?
You and Justin.
Okay, let's try these, Justin. Let's see how this tastes.
A little question for the people listening.
What's your question?
Do you guys dip your Oreos in tea?
Say that again, because my soundbite just went right over you.
Do you dip your Oreos in tea? Never heard of that.
Stupid.
No.
Why would you dip your Oreos
No,
in
you
tea,
should
bro?
dip them in peanut butter.
What?
No,
Dip your
no.
Oreos in peanut butter.
Never heard of that one either.
Oh,
I heard about it on the Parent Trap.
On the what trap?
Parent Trap.
movie Parent Trap?
Oh, the movie.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is so good.
Do not remember that.
I'm the
line in
biggest
the
fan of
movie.
gingerbread. I've been craving gingerbread for a while right now.
Smell really good.
Let me see the cookies. Let me see them.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gingerbread. Let me see the inside. It's just
Yeah.
white on the inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they-
Is it the same inside or is it like
Yeah, same
you gotta
inside.
describe it for the folks?
Same inside. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's probably like, more cream than you would have on a gingerbread cookie because usually you just have like kind of the outline of the mouth, the eyes, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So this is a lot more cream than you usually have, and it works well. I'm in love with this cookie.
Okay.
So good.
Right?
I'm jealous.
I'm about to have the big O right now. I'm about to have an orgasm.
I got tea in my cup, so I'm gonna dip it.
What the hell's wrong with you?
No, Justin.
It's
So
not
tell the
good.
people where they can find these cookies. Like,
Well,
we gotta
I guess you can find them in Target.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to find them right now. Mostly Target. I found them in the gas station, and when I went back, they didn't have them anymore.
Justin.
Mm.
Oh my god!
he's too excited over tea and Oreos.
Right?
Try tea and Oreos, people, and like
No,
leave
let's
a comment.
not.
Tell us-
Negative.
how it tastes.
I give these a 5 out of 5. Banger. What do you, Booker T, Justin? Use words.
Right?
Then throwing it a 5.
So you guys got a 5?
You give it a 5 out of 5, Justin?
Yeah.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
Let's
What
go.
about you, Thomas?
I said 5 out of 5.
Okay.
These are great. These are fantastic. I mean,
Okay,
I don't know
what's
if I'd
next?
like. I
Oh.
kind of like regular gingerbread cookies a little more because I don't like as much cream. But these are good. These are like second. I'd rather have a regular gingerbread.
That sounds really good. No, I'm jealous. I kind of want to try that.
Like, it's
Seriously.
a nice spin on gingerbread, but I'd rather have a little less cream.
It's a simple spin too. I'm glad they tried
Fantastic.
it.
Oreo has been killing it for a couple years now with all their innovations. And all
No,
different-
but a lot of their tries was not it. So
You didn't like it? You
Mm-mm.
didn't like them?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, Stephanie's not a big fan of Oreo. But you know what you might be
I
a big
like
fan
Oreos.
of?
I love Oreos, but
Not
a lot
not
of their
the-
recent tries have been trash.
Well, you might be a big fan of the Hershey Kisses, so open yours now. Let's
Hershey
see.
Kisses?
Yeah, let's open the
Yeah,
candy
I
cane
don't have
kisses.
that. I was about to react and I was like, I don't have
This
those.
is another thing you could smell. Look at that.
Can I try my Kit Kats too?
Yeah, you try your mint Kit Kat. Mo's gonna sit there and look at us like he's window shopping. This is what it looks like. You can smell the peppermint. Oh, I thought there was gonna be like a filling.
It's okay, people. If you think that I only got a few things, they only give me like 3 things. No, I actually have a whole damn things on the table right now. So
Yeah, you got Japanese candy with yours.
I have Japanese candy,
My
so that's
Halloween
actually
bag.
really exciting. I can't wait to eat it at work.
You know what I
tomorrow.
like about this, Stephanie? There's some crunchiness in it, like a little candy cane crunch. Oh, yeah,
Maybe
these,
the crunch, but
you're not.
it's too much mint with my chocolate.
No. Too much mint.
It's green
But it's supposed to be.
and chocolate.
Yeah, Justin got the mint. So this is very similar to what we're eating right now. Well, you can see there's a lot of mint, just by the way it looks, you know? You see the
Yeah.
chocolate stripes? I guess these are chocolate stripes. Oh,
Give it a 3 out of 3.
oh my God, look at Stephanie's face. She's like not enjoying this. I'm shocked.
I like these.
You like the Kit
I'm
Kat
glad I'm
mint?
not eating mint stuff because I actually don't like mint.
Oh, okay, so that works.
I'm not even jealous about this.
That works for you. 3 out of 5,
This
Steph?
just makes me want the peppermint bark.
Peppermint bark?
Yeah, I give it a 3 out
Peppermint
of 5.
bark from Ghirardelli.
Okay, yeah, I saw that in the store. I was gonna get it, but then I ended up not getting it for some reason.
So good.
3 out of 5. I give this 3.5 out of 5.
Not bad.
I wouldn't buy them again, but I like them right
wouldn't
now,
either.
and I'm probably not gonna finish the bag. It's just like a
I'm
little.
probably not gonna finish the amount that you gave me, honestly.
Well, I give you like 4, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So give some to your sister.
yeah. I
Give some
will.
to your mother.
I'll just buy these again.
But yeah, those sound good. That looks like an equal. You might like that more, Stephanie. It looks like an equal distribution
Do I
of
have one?
mint and. No, Justin just has that. Looks like an
Oh, okay,
even
just Justin.
an even amount of mint and chocolate there.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to not the main attraction, but the second main attraction. Second best is
Kit Kat?
the gingerbread Kit Kat. Looking forward to this for a while. Had this in my house for a month. Yeah. There you go. Mine's upside down.
Oh, I'm about to say my hands were mad.
See, what I might not like about this is it might be just a little too thick. Like, it looks. This is a pretty thick Kit Kat. I don't like when they do that. I like when they make the Kit Kats like a regular size. They make this one thicker than a usual Kit Kat. And they did that with one of the other ones. I think it was a pumpkin one. I didn't like that aspect of it.
Oh, this smells.
Yeah, it has a strong scent.
Break me off a piece of that.
Oh my
Kit Kat
God.
bar.
This is kind of reminding me of my favorite cereal, Waffle Crisp. I like this. I'm digging it. I think it's I don't mind the thickness of the Kit Kat on this one. Stephanie looks like she doesn't like it.
So, I didn't finish the bag, but I did not buy it again.
I would buy this again and I would give away half the bag. I like
give
them.
it a 2.
if you gave this to me and you did give this to me as a gift, if somebody gave this to me again as a gift, I would eat it, but I would not buy it.
I give it a 4 out of 5.
Give it a 2.
2?
I give it a 2.5.
Stephanie's not enjoying that. I can see
I
it
give
right
it a-
all over her face.
I give it a 3.3.
Talk amongst yourselves real quick. I'm gonna grab water. I need to wash this down.
Alright, so while he's doing that, I got M&M's.
Okay.
They're sugar cookies.
Sugar M&M's. That sounds actually really good. Let's try that.
That does sound good. Let's see what that
I'm gonna
tastes like.
try that really quick. They're regular M&M's.
Mm-hmm. Any special color?
It looks like they're red and green.
Okay.
Christmas colors. Okay.
He's concentrating.
I really don't taste sugar cookie.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like regular chocolate M&M's. Yeah, I'm not really. Oh, you know what? There it goes. I taste the sugar. I taste the sugar. Yeah. So it's a chocolate M&M with sugar inside,
Oh,
and it hits you at the last minute.
that's interesting.
I didn't finish these. I didn't buy them again. I give them a 2.
A
Oh
2.
my god, these are all bad,
That's
huh?
way lower than I actually thought. I feel like getting one of those Japanese candies.
I know, right? So far, the mint Kit Kat is the winner
So far.
for me.
Kit Kat's winning for
So
you?
far,
So
I don't
far,
have any
yeah.
winners.
Wait, put these M&Ms.
You
in
said
the
so far
oven.
none of them are winners, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Well, I think the Oreos are the winners right now.
Oh, I
I mean,
forgot
I didn't
about
get to try that.
Yeah, the
So.
Oreos are the winner.
Well, we don't know the exact winner yet because we still have one more treat to go. And that is the Chame Coffee Bar. Did Mo step away real quick?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay, so once Mo returns, we will be eating that.
Yeah, let me clean up my M&Ms.
Yeah, clean up over
I
there.
got them all in a tin.
Do you like the M&Ms? I didn't hear what you said.
Well, I'm not gonna
You
eat
like
this
the-
now,
He said that they were like a 2.
You're not gonna eat what now, Mo?
this thing, but I really do like the shape of this, and I really want.
Oh, well, that's the
to show
Japanese candies. Yeah, you don't have to eat
Yeah.
that now.
I'm not gonna eat it, but I'm just saying the shape of it was mad
Oh, yeah,
cool.
there's a lot of cool stuff in there. There's a lot of cool stuff.
How do you get a can? How do you get it to shape like this pyramid?
Probably like air and stuff like that. Probably just made it. I don't know. That's a good question. The Japanese, they make good candies. Very creative designs. Why are we not able to see Stephanie?
I know. I might subscribe to those Japanese boxes.
What is that, Stephanie?
You can't see your lovely face.
You can't see me?
Nah. Camera's off.
I usually like dark chocolate, but I'm excited for this one.
I forgot you don't like dark chocolate. My man got it
I don't like
unwrapped
dark
already. How's it
chocolate
smell, Mo? Smell it.
It has a really strong potent scent to it. When you get the, it just smells like dark chocolate, and it smells like it's heavily made with it. So I want to know how they're gonna like balance the inside of it, because that's always been the thing, is that like they always have a solid taste.
Oh
They
yeah,
always
this smells dark.
Yeah, for
Oh,
real.
yeah.
You don't like it, Stephanie?
It smells like feet.
I didn't like the smell of it that much either.
I like
It
it.
smells like. It smells rotten.
Nah, it smells like dark chocolate. Definitely
Like
smells.
cicote.
Cicote.
Chicote.
Cicote.
Say that again.
Say that again.
Cicote.
Cicote.
I don't like the smell of it like that.
I don't
Nah.
like the smell. That's just saying.
I
Like
like it.
good dark chocolate don't smell good.
Please, Emma,
All right,
don't put
are
me in
we
the
gonna take a
hospital.
bite of it now?
Take
You
a bite.
ready?
Yeah, take a bite. Take a
Wait, I
bite.
have to open it up first. Let me have some.
Alright. I'll wait for the lady.
Let me just grab one little square.
That's a good idea.
Okay. I'm gonna take one bite of this square. Probably that's it.
Yeah. Honestly,
Slapping?
Let's
honestly,
take it. Let's take a
better
bite.
than the last bar. This is better than the last bar.
This is nasty. 0. Immediately 0.
What?
I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm very confused.
Look at Steph. Look at Steph.
This I stayed up for this.
It's a little too strong for me. I don't like it that much.
It's so nasty.
It's a little too strong for me.
Oh,
I like the last one better. Yeah, Stephanie. I don't like it that much. I'm kind of with Stephanie on this one.
Please, Emma, don't put me in the hospital tonight.
Stephanie is not having a good time. I don't like it. It's giving me a crazy aftertaste. Like I took some out of my mouth.
For people listening to the audio, Stephanie's making faces.
Oh my god, I gotta spit some of this. It's too strong for me.
Really?
It's really bad.
Like the taste, not
my
like just
aftertaste.
Yeah, there's an
Ugh.
aftertaste. I don't like the aftertaste. I'm not a fan.
Oh, it's really disgusting. It's actually making me want to throw up.
Well,
Nasty.
you know that Brother Link says, if
Don't
it
taste funny. Spit it out.
spit it out.
I give it like a 1.
0.
I like the other one better. It was more subtle.
Come here.
It was very dark. It was like fucking
Honestly,
midnight chocolate.
Out of all the dark chocolates I ever had, that was actually the better one. So
Actually, I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
I'll give
Is
it
it a
I'll
four?
give it a 3. and I don't like dark chocolate, so I'll give it a 3.
Honestly,
I think this is better than the last bar.
No.
that dusty.
I'm only comparing it to all the dark chocolate I ever had, and this is the least worst.
I
Stephanie
love
is
dark
not having a good
chocolate.
time. I love dark chocolate. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of this one. It's like there's like a strong aftertaste, right, Stephanie? And you took a bigger chunk than me. I took a little chunk and I took some. I was like,
I only took a bite.
But here's the funny thing is, I feel opposite about it because I feel like it's not as much of an aftertaste as the other ones I've had.
no, I like the last. Oh, you mean dark chocolate?
Yeah, dark, just for the dark chocolate category. Like if I categorize it just for
Stephanie, yo,
chocolate,
Stephanie is having a hard. Are you okay? Is the aftertaste?
It's nasty.
Oh my
It's so disgusting. The only dark chocolate that I've ever enjoyed is with sea salt. Like, that's the only way that I'll enjoy dark
Yeah,
chocolate. is
it's
with sea
sweeter. It's probably sea salt and caramel too, right?
salt. No, just sea salt is
Oh,
fine.
okay.
That's it.
I usually like dark chocolate. Maybe I'm just so far removed from eating it like that. I don't. Look at Stephanie's face, bro. That I don't know. It's just a little. And then the espresso taste. I think that's what's getting me is the espresso. I don't.
That's what's getting me.
Yeah, it's that.
Oh, it's so nasty.
I don't think I want to eat raw espresso. I like the other one. I feel like the other one was sweeter, and I like the coffee accents of the other one. But I think if you like,
There goes fucking Justin. This one's so much better than the last one.
Yes.
I gotta give you the first one, Stephanie. I think you'll like that. One.
But I don't know.
If
honestly,
you like
after
really
this one.
strong taste, which I usually do, you'll like it. I'm just not feeling this one. It's okay. It's all right. Pastor hasn't tried it yet either. I gave him one. I feel like he'll like it.
Ugh. I'm sorry,
Honestly,
Pastor.
Honestly, Stephanie, let me tell you something. I overnighted that package shoe. That shit cost me a bunch of money, and it was all worth it to see the look on your face right now. Like, that was my favorite part of this entire show. Thank you for that. Stephanie was having a hard time. You probably took a bigger piece than me. I took a little piece, and I was like, nah.
I just took a tiny little bite. This shit was just disgusting.
Should I finish this?
yeah,
Ew,
yeah. Then
Justin,
we'll have a.
you're fucking gross.
Listen, Justin's the kind of guy to put Oreos in tea. So there you go.
Ugh.
I'm gonna say
Don't do that.
Oreos number 1, Kit Kat's number 2, Hershey Kisses number 3, and then Chamberlain Coffee Bar is gonna be number 4 for me. What do you got, Justin?
I'd have to say Oreo's number 1,
So you're not putting Chamberlain above the Kit Kat.
No.
Okay. Why? Because it can give you a heart attack?
No, it's just I like the Kit Kat more. I enjoyed it more.
Okay. Mo, what do you got?
Well, out of the two
Yeah, that's right. You only got I forgot how many you had.
Yeah. Out of the two options, it got to be the Kit Kat.
Okay.
No, Stephanie, it sucked more.
Yeah. Give us your ranking now.
Because everything sucked.
Yeah, you didn't like the peppermint.
So the best one was the kisses.
Mm-hmm.
The second best was the Kit Kat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving you a third best because it wasn't.
So you're not even putting Emma on the list.
Never.
Wow. Well, there you go. There was the taste test that everybody was anxiously awaiting. Some of us were left unsatisfied. You say you're gonna beat the shit out of Amber Chamberlain? Don't say
I
that.
actually want to beat the shit out of Ember Chamberlain, but that shit was disgusting.
Let's talk about it.
She's coming for you now. She said, "Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it
Yeah,
outside."
I'm gonna beat the shit out of
Let's
him.
talk about it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
she
gonna
wants
beat
to
the shit out of her.
throw
It's
hands?
fine, but I'm just disgusted.
Want to throw
I
hands
want
with
to beat
Emma?
the shit out of that motherfucking bar.
Oh, you all right?
Fucking gross.
Your neck is irritated.
Justin,
Nah.
are you sucking dick?
Days out,
Justin's
I
over here
just-
sucking dick. Mo's over here rubbing his neck like he got scabies.
Nah, it was just
What the
like
hell is
my-
going on?
It started itching, so I was like shaving.
The bar
The bar. What about it?
makes me hyper.
Oh my god! Ready? You feeling it?
Bro, you killed it already?
Yeah.
You feeling the effects of the espresso? That espresso's strong, man. Don't play around with that. Oh, my man's gonna be zooming around later, bro. Her espresso is no joke, which is why I didn't want to take a crazy amount of that. All right. Well, Stephanie, would you like to be relieved from your duties now?
I'm about to go throw away the beans.
About to go throw away the beans. What does that mean? Is that your lingo for going to sleep?
No, I'm gonna go throw away the beans.
Okay, so you'd like to be relieved from your duties, is what you're saying. You're leaving us.
Like, I mean, I'm saying, like, I'm gonna stay until I throw away the beans.
Okay. All right. So you will be announcing your departure, though.
After I throw away the beans, I can get off the phone.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure you're going to just interrupt whatever we're saying to leave, so that's fine. We accept that. All right.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure. It's fine. We accept you. We love you.
The coco.
Okay.
What was that word, Tococo? What was that word you called Emma Chamberlain's bars?
The coco.
Sococo?
It smells like cicote.
Cicoto. There you go.
Cicote.
What does that say? What does cicote mean?
Stinky ass feet.
Stinky ass feet? Okay.
I'm surprised she didn't say basura.
Garbage. Garbage. It was worse than that.
Garbage.
Stephanie, you'd rather smell garbage than smell the Emma Chamberlain bar. All right. Well, let me tell you what was not garbage. Okay? And that was me, Mo, and Pasty's trip to Ithaca recently. We just got back on Sunday afternoon, and if you didn't hear, I'm not sure if we discussed our trip to Ithaca. We took a previous trip to Ithaca not too long ago, a one day? Yeah, 1 day, right, Mo? That was a 1 day trip.
Yep.
We talked about it.
discussed it on the podcast. Yep.
Okay, so we had to go back because we absolutely loved Ithaca, and we said we got to stay for 2 days. We got to go around Christmas time to see what it's going to be like. They're going to have the lights. It's going to be very festive. It's going to look like a Hallmark Christmas movie, which I love. And let me tell you right now, we were absolutely, positively not disappointed, right, Mo?
Very true.
All right, we were not. We got a few things we want to say. First of all, Stephanie, you got to stay for this. Let's start off with this, okay? One of the first things to happen when we got to Ithaca, and probably my highlight of the trip, was me, Mo, and Pastor got to experience a street magician who was not around, actually, when we went last time, which is weird because it was like way better weather. So, whatever. So, oh, man. So, we're walking down the street, and this guy is like, oh, yeah, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. He's wearing an Uncle Sam hat. And we're like, Merry Christmas.
With a Trump bag.
Trump, yeah, whatever. Trump paraphernalia and an American Uncle Sam hat. I don't even pay attention. I'm like, Merry Christmas, my man. We keep walking, and he shouts to us, I do magic. I'm a magician. Me and Mo are from the city. We keep walking. We hear stuff like that all the time. We're like, whatever, bro. Good for you, right? Of course not, Pastor. Good old Schenectady boy. He's like, oh, magician? Let me see a trick. So he turns us around, and I'm like, I do not want to be here right now. So we go, and we walk over to see this man's trick. Now, he does a trick for Pastor where he gives he has two cards, gives one to Pastor, he takes one, and he keeps switching the cards from each of their hands without you seeing him do it. Is that a good explanation, Mo? Like the card keeps changing. Basically, the cards keep changing in their hands without you seeing him do it. Don't ask me how he did it. I don't know. That was cool, right? I was barely paying attention though. Mo and Pastor were very impressed. Then Pastor's so impressed he asked for another trick, and this is where things got very good. So now it's Mo's turn to get a trick done on him, and the guy says, "All right, take this deck and put out a number in your head, like pick a number and put out that many cards." So Mo puts X amount. He goes, "All right, now take that number and split it into 2 and add it together." So Mo had 15, he did 6, right? He puts 6 down on top of it. The guy takes the cards, shuffles them, and says, "Pick a card." And now I'm like, what was even the point of that exchange before? If you just pick a card, right? So anyway, Mo picks a card. Let's say it was 5 of clubs. I don't remember what it was.
5 of diamonds.
It was 5 of diamonds. Okay. So Mo picks a 5 of diamonds. Now he says, put it back in the deck. Mo puts it back in the deck. The guy shuffles it. He says, "Oh, I'm going to relocate the card, blah, 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 blah." And he goes, "Oh, I don't think the card's in here." So he gives it to Mo. He goes, "Check if the card is in there." Mo looks. Mo don't see a card. Then the guy goes, "Check your pockets." And I'm like, oh, this is about to get good. Like if this man's card is in Mo's freaking pocket and he's like across a table from us, he can't touch Mo. So I'm just like, oh shit. So Mo empties his cigarettes out of his pocket, empties his phone out of his pocket. He's digging in his pocket. He goes, "Nothing." The guy goes, "Okay, what's your favorite cereal?" And I'm like, what? What was the point of my man digging in his pockets? That was like the biggest like swerve ever. Very anticlimactic, right? So he goes, "What's your favorite cereal?" Mo goes, "Lucky Charms." And the guy goes, "Great."
Which is true.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think you lied to him.
No.
So the guy goes, "Great. However, I would have chose Lucky Charms." And I'm like, you did. I mean, he did choose Lucky Charms. What do you mean, however, I would choose Lucky Charms? Like, basically what he just did was what I do to them. I just don't even listen to them and I just keep talking.
You just tune them out.
Yeah. How was your day today? That's great. So my day was blah, 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 blah. So that's basically what he did. He's like, Lucky Charms? However, I would have chose Lucky Charms. So he takes out this Lucky Charms box from 1948. It's taped up, all banged up, and he gives it to Mo, and he goes, "Check inside. It's going to be a surprise. Every box of cereal has a surprise." So I'm like, okay, card's going to be in there. Mo digs his hand in the box, picks out a bag of Ziploc, a Ziploc bag containing 3 other Ziploc bags that the card is now in. So Mo's carefully taking them out. I mean, not even carefully. He's trying to do it because it's like taking forever.
Yeah.
Whips out the card, and I'm filming this, so I didn't even know what card Mo had. I'm filming this for Pastor.
Ziploc bags were older than us.
Yeah, those Ziploc bags were cloudy, by the way, which is creepy. Probably had weed in there or something. I don't know what he was doing. But this is like 40 years ago. So he takes out his card, and I'm filming it, so I don't really know what card Mo had. No, I see Mo. He takes out the card. He looks at it. He goes, "Oh,
Your lunch is in the
shit."
kitchen, okay? On the counter. I just want you to forget it. Okay, baby.
Thank you for that announcement, Stephanie. So Mo looks at the card,
Oh, sorry.
and he's like, "Oh," and I see him and Pastor just staring at the card. They're just like, "Oh, yeah, oh shit." Mo goes, "Oh shit. Yeah, yeah." So he gives the card back. It's very awkward, and Pastor tips him $5. I give him $2, and we start walking away, and Pastor and Mo were like, "That was not the right card. My man didn't even have the right card."
No, and I didn't have the heart to tell him.
Nope, he didn't have the heart. It was like Mo had a 5 of clubs. That's what he said.
5 of diamonds.
5 of diamonds. So it was like a 3 of diamonds. It was the same suit.
Yep, same
Didn't
suit.
even have the right card. And I'm so glad that I didn't know, because I would have vocally just bursted out something if I would have known. I would have been like, whoops. Like, oh shit. So luckily I didn't know that. So that was, it was just such an awkward moment to see that. I didn't even know what was happening. All I just see is like, is this your card? And then my man goes, after that, he goes, I do kids parties and stuff. It's like, what are you going to do? Make the kids disappear? Like they're going to just leave because of the tricks. It's not even the right cards. He's going to I'm going to pull a rabbit out of a hat. It's going to be like a cockroach.
The only thing that came to my mind was like, I gotta lie and not make this and solve this awkward feeling that I'm feeling right now.
I give you a lot of credit for not lying, because I don't know what I would have done. I would have just been like, think
I
you
would
want
not have lied. I would have been like, oh no, sorry.
That's not the right card.
I didn't have it in me. He really was trying.
I would have been like, I think we need to try again.
This is not my card.
Yeah.
I was
So
like, damn, he did get the first trick right. He impressed me with that. But we have a theory that I'm every magician's kryptonite.
yep, Mo is a magician's kryptonite. No trick will work on him. We'll have to get a real magician in here to do some tricks on you and see what happens.
Yep.
And Pastor was so excited because he loves card tricks. I mean, he was
Of course,
he was all
excited.
wound up about this, and boop, not even the right card. But let me tell you, that was one of my favorite moments of that trip. Just seeing that whole interaction, seeing that awkwardness, and it's all on film. If you want to see that moment, it's going to be on the No Name Yet podcast. Pastor's last episode for the season. He just dropped his season finale. So go on the No Name Yet show. Check it out. We were there. You're going to hear more about our trip on from Ithaca on that. But let's talk about some other stuff that happened in Ithaca that we couldn't talk about on the show. Pastor's show. So Mo tells me, I'm going down for breakfast. And he went to go smoke a cigarette when I was eating breakfast. I didn't even know he was there. So I'm like, oh, come down and eat breakfast with me. He's like, okay, I'm trying to get in. I'm in the side door. Because in that hotel, you have the door for everybody else, and then you have a side door that you can open with your key to get in the back lobby that me and Mo hung out in all night. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, he's like, my key's not working. And I was like, what do you mean your key's not working? And he proceeded to tell me a fraction of what he was saying. And I said, save that for the show. So why do you think your key was not working?
So I think my key was not working because earlier that night I decided to take my phone downstairs and to the lobby because I was like in a really excited mood. And
Sexually.
that excited mood led me down to the lobby and into the bathroom as I smoked a cigarette, which my car was working at this time when I came back to smoke my cigarette. And then I decided I'm going to go into the bathroom and masturbate.
In the lobby bathroom.
And,
You went in that big stall, right?
yeah, that big stall.
Okay. Was I in the room? Yeah, I was in the room because you went at 2 a.m., right?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
yeah, it was like 12 something.
I was already asleep.
Yeah, like, yeah, 1 something or something. And
Whoa.
I don't know the time.
Well, no, because now that's making sense because I went in there when I was on live and there was somebody in that stall not making any noise. Was that
No,
you?
dude.
Because that was around 1 o'clock. No, when did I get off?
You was in the
Oh,
room
no,
when
I got off at 12, right?
Yeah.
I got off at 12. Okay, because somebody was in there. I was like, oh my God, don't tell me our paths crossed.
No. it
So
did
what
not.
happened?
I just, got it out my system. Clean up the mess.
Wait, you jerked off by the toilet, like in that stall?
Yeah.
And you think they shut down your card for that?
Yeah.
Why? They can't tell what you're doing in
I
there.
don't- Can't tell, but that was a fun theory of mine.
I thought he was gonna
That's
say
I thought you jerked off on like in front of the camera.
came on my card.
Nah, you bunny. You in a stall.
Anticlimactic, just like the magicians, just like the damn magician.
I told this. You didn't catch that in the beginning?
No, because I was like, you told me we were gonna go jerk off. I was like, what? Like, maybe you jerked off somewhere and then somebody.
gonna go jerk off. Don't make it sound like that.
What? Didn't you say that?
No, I did go jerk off in the bathroom. I didn't tell you I was going to jerk off.
No. I'm saying when I asked you why your card doesn't work, you said because
Yes,
I went to
and
jerk
you-
off, and I was like, well, save that for the
Yeah.
show because I don't know why they would stop your card for that.
It was a
Oh, my
joke that
God.
you were like saving for the show.
Oh my God, I thought you did something crazy.
I know, right?
Oh, and we would love to say goodbye to Stephanie because she just left.
She just wants
Stephanie has left the building.
Yeah.
But although that story was anticlimactic, Ithaca was not. That was a great time. I would like to say that place has something about it because there's a lot of synchronicity that happened the second time we went to Ithaca. Okay, like a lot of things lined up at the same way they happened last time, kind of. And Mo was
Yes.
also pointing it out. First thing that happened was I went down. I was late to get down to Pastor's car. Which, I mean, whatever. So I woke up late. Mo woke me up, and I had to rush down, take a shower, pack, all this shit. And I was thinking in my head, like, wow, this is exactly how that last time started, that last day. So I was like, whatever. Then we get down there, and we're walking in the Commons, and next thing you know, we see this guy walking up on us with his like hands in his pockets. And I'm like, he's walking at us very slowly. He's not saying anything. And I just look and he's like, Gritty? And I'm like, oh shit. It's the guy that we met last time. It was Jackson, the one we met in the Commons that told us about the voodoo doll story. I was like, oh shit, we didn't even tell him we were going to be here. So Jackson just happened to walk by us at like 9 o'clock at night, and we kicked it, and we ended up seeing each other the next day. We only saw each other for like a couple minutes that day in passing, and we set a little meeting up the next day. Jackson brought some beers to the hotel lobby, and everybody hung out, and that was great. So that happened again. We found this guy out of nowhere again.
And I said it, was it the day before?
No,
No,
the
that's
day,
okay.
like 20 minutes before it happened. You were like,
Same day.
are you going to see your friend from Ithaca? And what did I say? I jokingly said, I bet you he'll find us. Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
And my man found us. That's right, Justin. I forgot about that detail.
That's
No.
crazy.
That's crazy.
It
So
was.
then I would also like to point out this fact, this synchronicity here. He told us a story about a voodoo doll last time we came, right? And what did I bring on the Ithaca trip without even thinking about it? A voodoo doll of myself. Very, very creepy. And probably the last thing and the best thing about Ithaca that happened the second time is me and Mo went up there both unbeknownst to the other one that our heads were kind of clogged up with things. We had a lot going on that we weren't really talking about. And maybe it was the first night, right? Yeah, the night after, a little bit after we met Jackson, all of a sudden we're sitting in the lobby and Mo just flips a switch and starts telling me all this shit that I cannot say on air. We're never going to say. My man gave me a lecture about his life, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, damn, I didn't know you was dealing with all this coming up here.
Yeah.
So we talk about his stuff for probably 2 hours or something like that, right?
It was a good minute.
Then we get up to the room. We're ready to go to sleep. I'm ready to go to bed. I start taking a shower. And now he got me thinking about all the stuff that I came up with. Like all the baggage that I came with in my head. And I'm taking a shower. I'm like, thinking about this, thinking about that, thinking about this. And now I just fucking rush out the shower, put my clothes on. I'm like, Mo, get out of the bed. We got to go do something. And he's like, oh, why? I'm comfortable in my bed right now. I was like, get up. We got to do something. He's like, why? Why? Just tell me why. I'm like, just get up. We got to go do something right now.
Be more respectful to
He's
my down.
all snuggled up, it was cuddly Mo. And he's like, just tell me why. I don't want to get out of bed. I was like, just get out of bed. Pastor's finally like, just go and just see what he wants already.
I was gonna get up, but I was being a bitch.
Because I didn't want to say what I had to say, and I'm not going to say it on this show. But me and Mo then I just unleashed everything I had to say on Mo at that time. And that conversation gave me a lot of clarity about things. That the rest of my trip was pretty smooth after that. Like I went up with that on my mind. And after Mo gave me his insight, and when I talk about things, I'm processing them again, which is why I have to remember to either journal or talk about things, because then I can kind of recompute what I'm saying and I can have a new perspective on it. Mo offered me some new perspectives, some advice on things that really made me kind of relieved, and I was a lot more relaxed after that. And that trip was also good because I wasn't sleeping right and I wasn't eating right. So that trip gave me 2 days.
Sleep this time.
That trip gave me 2 days of consistent sleep and consistent eating. Like I only got 5 hours, but it was better than the 2 hours I got the day before that, the 4 hours I got the day before that. So it was a good time. And that was just a little other synchronicity that we went up there with baggage last time and we just kind of decompressed in Ithaca. Ithaca is a very magical place.
Magic all around.
Tell them about the comic book store and tell them about your experience, Mo.
Oh man, so I went to the comic store to look for something, and plus I like comic book stores a lot, and the one near me is really far. So went in there, looked for something to see. First thing I gotta say, and I didn't remember this at the time, was that like when I went to the lady and I asked her what's new, what can you tell me that's new to like a Marvel and stuff like that? They didn't know. Which was interesting.
They had no knowledge of new comics?
No, not at all. She was like, do you know? Like, basically, like, you should come in with this knowledge. And I've been to comic book stores before, and a lot of the times when I go, when they suggest stuff to you, right? They always keep up. These guys are readers, they're avid readers, so they tell you what's new and what's going on, right?
Yeah, like, oh, you like that? Well, you should try this.
Yeah, try this. Suggest some stuff like to me, right? Like, damn. But they didn't. So I went to the one person on this thing, and I tried to do something. They were like, you can't do that because couldn't take a picture of.
Oh my God. We couldn't take a picture of we went to take a picture of the pop, and she goes,
Yeah.
no flash. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you
comic
mean
book-
don't use a flash? Like, and then this is what I heard that I don't think Mo heard. So when I'm taking a picture of it, I hear the main guy that I think owns the store, or
I
at
didn't
least
even hear
runs the store, explaining to the lady that told me not to take a picture with flash why people take pictures in comic book stores. Like, all I'm hearing when I'm taking a picture is, yeah, so like sometimes people come in here and they take pictures of things because the people they're taking a picture for like aren't physically here, so they need to see it, and
Oh,
because they
shit.
might want to buy it. And I just
Now,
want to look over and
also
just be like,
remember-
I just want to be like, can I see your birth certificate? Because you must have been fucking born yesterday.
This guy, for the longest, I thought was a chick.
Yes,
So,
you did think that man was a
Part of
woman.
it. So it was actually interesting. It was just like a negative comic book experience that, like,
Tell him about the freaking bag, dude.
oh my God. So when I finally decided what item I was going to get, I went up and I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to get. This is what I want. So, mind you, it's raining outside. So I have something nice. It's in plastic. You would think that I don't want to get it ruined, right? Like, I just bought this from a comic book. Thank you, Justin. Justin's like, duh. Why would I not want this? Why would I want Ray to
Give me a fucking brown paper bag.
thank you, right? Justin is like, I'm a collector. Duh.
Paper bag.
Yeah, you right. At the store, they would be like, whatever. Nope. This person said, well, it's not raining that hard outside.
Yeah, like, how do you say that to somebody? It's not raining that hard outside. Maybe I just want a bag so I can hold it in a bag.
I bought it. Give me a fucking bag.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I got to kind of like fish down and I think I have one around. And I'm like, okay. And then, so he finally gives Mo a bag, right? Before that, the guy, like, he acted like getting Mo a bag was this big task. Then this old man walks in. He goes, hey, you got Richie Rich comics or whatever?
Yeah, you remember that.
And the guy goes, the comic book guy goes, yeah, I got them, but like they're in the back. Like I'd have to go, like I'd have to go and like fish them out, but they're in the back. And the guy's just no. The guy's like, okay, yeah. And then he goes, so like if you want them, I'd have to kind of like move my body to the back and get them. And the guy's just like, no. It lasted longer than that, bro. Because the guy was like, okay. And he was like, yes, I mean, do you want them? Because I'd have to go to the back. Bro, he said it 5 fucking times.
It was
I shit you not.
Yeah. And just instead of just saying, hey, I'm the only one in the store right now. So, you're going to have to come back for those comics later on. But, because it was a lot of people there. And if you're a store owner, of course, you don't want to just leave your spot and go to the back if there's no one there with you.
Yeah.
So say that dumb shit. Just say that simple thing and move on. Nope. This person was just awkward.
Then he goes to Pastor. Pastor goes, oh, I'm looking for this comic book guy. I'm looking for this comic book author. What do you got from him? And he's like, oh, I kind of know like what he made, but I don't really know like offhand what he has, like what his comic books
He
are.
didn't ask you that.
No. Well, he kind of did. I don't remember how the situation was exactly set up, but basically he was helping Pastor look for comic books from that guy, right?
She was.
So Pastor's like, oh, what do you have? And he's like, oh, I don't really know. So like what you could do is you could look up a list and like on Wikipedia and stuff, and it'll tell you. See, if I do that for you, that'll be like me doing your research for you. And I'm like, is this a fucking grade? Like, is this a paper? Is this like a book report? He's like, yeah, so what you could do is like just come back with a printed out list or something. And I'm just like, what are you doing today that you couldn't do that?
Facts.
Did it have a computer that you
No.
can?
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
It tells you the fucking inventory. Just type in the order.
They don't have this. I asked the person, hey, do you have like Twitter or Instagram? Because I was like, how do you keep up with like what's new and stuff like that? Do you use Twitter? Because that's usually how I used to do it, like Twitter, Facebook, I'm like, there's so many things you can just sign up and they'll like tell you the release dates.
Yeah.
They were like, the person was like, I don't use any of that stuff. So I'm like, how are you keeping up to date with anything then? You know, because you
Probably through probably through whoever he gets the comics from. That's how he knows what's new, because he sees like, okay, this just came out, I'll buy it. That's probably how. So I'll give him a pass on that one. But other than that, I mean, it just seemed like he didn't want to.
Like, it should have been easier because like he was telling Pastor, hey, go to Wikipedia, then it will tell you all the lists. And I was like, okay, that's valid, but why are you making it sound like you couldn't do that either?
I don't know. We were literally the only ones in the store. Like, I mean, it wasn't a huge task.
No,
I probably would have done it if I was him.
Pastor, he basically made Pastor do the research, and then Pastor took too long to give up because I thought Pastor was going to give up quick. Pastor stood there, kept looking, and I was like, then he was like, oh, well, I'm gonna check Twitter to see if I, you know.
And then Pastor found it at Target. Well, he didn't buy it, but he found an option at Target, and I think he's gonna buy it there. So.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. We were sitting there, and I said it loud and proud. I was like, get it at Target, bro. Get that shit at Target. There's some other things that went down on the Ithaca trip that we're going to save so you can listen to Pastor's show. We did the longest show I think Pastor ever did, an hour and 50 minutes for a season finale. Yeah, so there goes that 40-minute timer, huh?
I know.
Right out the fucking window.
Any other insights, Mo, on the trip?
I mean, I loved it, man. Conversation with you was perfect. It released a lot of energy. So, like, when I laid down in that bed, I truly did feel like release. And you know, it's so funny because I didn't know it was a mutual thing. So for it to turn into a mutual thing, it was worth getting out of bed. It really was worth getting out of bed for. Like, once you started talking, I was like, wow, okay. And I feel really good, man. I feel really good.
I felt really good getting breakfast that morning. Like, I had a weight off my chest after that.
Yeah, even the COVID scare just faded away today, so it was good.
That's great. That's
Well,
great.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you guys
I'm
had
a little.
good time.
Go ahead, say it.
I'm glad you guys had a good time. And is this gonna be what do you call it? Not a yearly thing.
Well,
but
I think we did 2 in this year, so I guess whenever. Listen, we let Ithaca tell us.
When it come.
Yeah, we let Ithaca tell us, obviously, because it just happened. I think Pastor was like, let's go to Ithaca the first time. He said it the second time, so we'll just wait for Ithaca to call us. Because obviously every time we go, it seems like it's for a reason.
Know when Pastor get the urge to drive out there.
When Pastor gets the urge to go to Ithaca, we're down to go. We're down to go. It's, you know, we were gonna vlog and do all this stuff, and now I think Ithaca's more of a place where we should just not do any of that.
Yeah.
We should just chill.
I thought about Justin too when I was there too. I was like, I wonder like how the other members would think about experience this, like, you know, place.
I know Clay would love it. I was telling Clay he got to come. I was saying he got to go, but there's a yoga studio there. He'll love that. It seems like a nice. I mean, everybody will love it. Really, there's nothing not to like about Ithaca, except for some of the things that we talked about on Pastor's show that you got to hear on that. There were some things we didn't like for sure.
Yeah, you want to know about our review on food and things like that? Go check out.
Yeah. Again, nobody was listening to me at the time. Well, Pastor was listening to me, and he paid for it.
Listen, it was, for me personally, I actually made no decisions, just like the first time. So that was another mutual thing that happened, sync thing that happened. The first time, I made no choices. The only thing I made that I really wanted that everybody agreed with was waterfall. Everything food related, anything else like that. I gave a suggestion last time about food, they ignored me. Give a suggestion this time about food, they ignored. It was not even like I was talking.
At least you like the duck this time. At least you like the Thai food.
I love the duck, and I'm definitely sure that there is a place in Utica that sells it, and I'm gonna find it.
Thank you. I would love that. We could eat some duck.
Mm-hmm.
We eat some duck. So I believe that is everything we have to talk about in this show. Anybody got anything else to say about anything we said tonight?
didn't you mention something about hot chocolate and Mo?
Yeah, well, you can listen to Pastor's show for that. We don't have time for that. Listen to Pastor's show for that. We're not gonna ruin that bit. We already told the magician story. You can see the video of the magician on Pastor's show. We have video of me filming it.
I like the story you told me better, though.
Oh, yeah. So when we came back to the hotel, I was about to tell Justin the story about the magician. And then I was like, why don't I just tell Justin a way crazier story to see if he believes it? And my original story was that we stopped for the magician and the same thing happened where Mo's card didn't come out. And Mo laughed and was basically like, oh, this is not the right card. And I told Justin that the magician was like, what are you talking about? That is the right card. I'm a fucking like pro magician. Like I've been doing this shit for 16 years. And I said that Mo said, you ain't no fucking magician. And then I told Justin that the magician threw a deck of cards in Mo's face, and Mo came back and just bing, 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 knocked him right out and left him sleeping on the ground. And basically his Uncle Sam hat was laying out, and we just walked away and left the magician sleeping on the ground.
That's a great
In front of some
story.
little kid. I said some little kid was there, he was crying, and Justin bought it hook, line, and sinker for about 10 minutes.
I had no reason not to buy it.
You know what I mean? You see how they really see me?
He called me up. Yo, Mom just beat up a fucking magician.
It's crazy. It's funny because it was like, damn, like my friends really know me, that they know that I would do some shit like that.
Well, you didn't say it was the wrong card. That's how the story started. That's how my version started, was you said, this ain't the right card, bro.
Yeah.
So you didn't. If he would have threw cards in your face, yeah, you would have knocked him out. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Pastor get along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped recording.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Pastor stopped recording. He was scared. He was trying to get a situation handled. I love that story a lot better, but I love the experience of seeing that man pull out the wrong card. That was great. Justin, you took a break as well as I did. Do you have anything to say about your time off from the show that we didn't get to speak about on the Christmas special? Because we didn't speak about the break.
I mean, I didn't really do nothing on break. I still make videos. So it wasn't really a break for me. I'm trying to think if I wanted to talk about something.
It was really a break for mostly me.
Yeah, it was a break for him.
And let me tell you, I was ready to come back. I think at a certain point, like the week before the Christmas special, I was wound up and I was fucking ready. And I had a lot of fun. I got to chill. I played video games. I was reading like murder mystery books the whole time, playing Left 4 Dead, playing Back 4 Blood with Mitzi on Twitch. Just a lot of things that I love doing. Like one of my favorite things to do is just sit there and listen to an audiobook and play a fucking video game. One like Left 4 Dead that I already know it, so I could just, bang it out, knock it out. And Left 4 Dead is the perfect game to me because it is, every time you play a level, it's different because the zombies all spawn differently. So you never know where anything's gonna come from, but it's still the same level. So you never know where the weapons are gonna be and what the weapons are gonna be there. And you never know what zombies are gonna be where, but it's still the same map. So I like it because it has just enough familiarity and just enough chaos and new things every single time you play each level. So I love sitting there and playing that, listening to audiobooks, listening to podcasts. Apparently, I became a little political over the break. I started listening to political podcasts out of nowhere. I'm not even going to say what. I'm not even going to say anything about that because, we don't talk about politics on the show at all. So I'm not going to say anything about that. But I will say I was shocking myself that I was listening to political podcasts and liking it.
Enjoying it,
and getting, I would call them up. You hear about this fucking bill they just passed?
Yeah, and I'm like, for those who don't know, I'm like a political guy. I like it. Me and Passion talks about it like a lot. So for him to come out and be like, "Do you know this?" and know it before I knew, it was weird.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, you heard about this?"
He's like,
dropping bombs on him. So that was basically my break. I had a lot of fun.
I found out about Omnicon.
Huh? Oh, I'm the one I told you about Omnicon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as political as I was over the break, but I definitely am now a little more political than I've ever been in my life.
He's a farm. He's a farm.
Oh yeah. I might listen. 10 years from now, I might have a political show and ruin my whole fan base by doing that. Start expressing my political views. I don't even really have that many political views, so I'm not really. I don't subscribe to either. I don't subscribe to either of them at all. So that's number one. Yeah, I'm not a Democrat or Republican or anything, but I don't like talking about that on the show. Point was that I was listening to podcasts.
You know what I did do during the break?
What did you do?
I listened back to the show to get ready for the award show.
The award show's coming up, baby. Yeah. Big award show. Who's getting what? Best show of the year. Best segment of the year.
Yep. So the break gave me time to get that settled together.
That's right.
I should have been more prepared, but
that's fine.
I got lazy.
Prepared for what?
This summer. I should have been more prepared for the end of the year.
Oh
show.
yeah, you usually take notes every time.
But I got lazy in the summertime.
What I did think was funny that you finally listened to the Black Eyed Kids episode.
Yeah, and it was a really great episode.
Wow, thank you. We all know that.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, that's I don't even like my episodes, and I'm like, that was one of my
That was
best.
Yeah.
I was really digging that episode. So that is basically it for this show. Okay. Mo, do you have anything?
No, I'm great, man. I can't wait for the reward show. I didn't know that was a thing, so I'm hyped.
You didn't hear it last year?
No, I'm talking about for this
We didn't
year.
know it was coming up this year. We didn't talk about it.
Okay.
We didn't have a conversation, so I'm happy to hear that it's coming back.
You can find me at It's Gritty Bitch on Instagram. Also, go to the Gritty Knows Best Instagram. Go to the Gritty Knows Best YouTube to see all of the episodes. We're now putting them all up. Not the ones before this. Well, I think we started around episode 58 or something like that. So we have a couple, and we're going to keep posting them. Also, you can go to the Gritty World YouTube channel where you can see my vlogs, this, that, and the other thing. Mo, go right ahead.
You got your boy on Instagram, Mo's Creative Ventures. So find me on there, on the board. So I'm writing stuff, so I'm really excited for that. This vacation really got me thinking again, so I'm excited for that. I gotta send my computer away, but again,
What
Wonderful.
happened to your computer?
I don't know. I think it is. I think
the monitor, right?
so I don't know.
Which
if
is
it's
why you're on your
computer.
iPad right now, not your super nice
exactly.
microphone setup. Yeah.
But I don't want to miss anything, so
Justin?
You can find me on Twitter at Real Jason Biggest, Instagram at Real Jason Biggest 93, YouTube Justin Biggest, second channel Sims Gaming.
I never see you happier than when you give out your plugs.
I know.
You're all smiling and jolly. Look at you. It's almost Christmas time, everybody, so I don't want to skip that, and I just want to say, again, we did the Christmas special, but to say it again, I hope you all enjoy your Krima. I hope you all have an amazing day. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then happy holidays. Whatever it is that you do celebrate, enjoy that. We understand that the holiday season can be very stressful for a lot of you. No matter what you're going through, we love you very much, and we hope you make it through safe, sound, happy, and in a better position than ever before. Why do you always gotta, like, every time I do this speech, you gotta fucking come in with something? Now you laughed.
Because I was going up in my head. Good.
Were you sucking cock?
It
The
looked
last
like
time
it.
I did my speech about, people, a holiday season depression, he comes in and just talk about something else. Something that's nothing to do with it. But you laughed. Are you laughing at people with seasonal depression?
No.
Are you laughing at homeless people during the holidays?
I'm just
Are you
trying
laughing
to
at people who've committed suicide during the holidays? Say it now.
lighten the mood.
It wasn't heavy.
it doesn't need to be lightened. He didn't go through all the categories.
Yeah, I
of
wasn't
why.
like, if your father killed themselves last Christmas, then we're really sorry.
COVID took your dad and grandpa, mom, brother.
Your son didn't get Christmas presents because you can't afford them last year. Sorry about that. Now this guy's laughing.
Hey,
You lost your job. You got
Merry
divorced.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Fickman. End my show. I'll go for another hour if I want.
I think that's what he wanted. I think he wanted to end the show.
You anything else, Justin?
No.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
hope you have an amazing Christmas. Hope you get everything you freaking want. Go to my Instagram and see I put a picture of Santa up. See me smiling like a little kid, and you're laughing again. Everybody, peace and love. See you next time.
That was great.